The gastrointestinal liver unit is part of the Prince of Wales Hospital, a teaching hospital affiliated with the University of New South Wales in Sydney, Australia. The hepatology unit is comprised of a small but dedicated group of clinicians, nurses and administrative staff that works closely together to deliver an integrated clinical, teaching and research program, all conducted within a busy hospital environment.
The department has a reputation for practicing a philosophy of medicine that's the envy of many a place. It has a commitment to research and it produces an enormous amount of original thought and contributes significantly to the advancement of the cumulative knowledge of liver disease around the world.
The clinical expertise that has developed in the unit has arisen from a concentrated effort to understand more about liver disease and how to treat it. There's been an intense effort and a successful effort to better understand the pathology, to better manipulate the treatment.
Research is a big part of what we do and further strengthens our clinical and research programs, which are always evolving. Our research into chronic viral hepatitis and cirrhosis in particular have focused on innate immune mechanisms and the role of the intestinal microbiome.
Steve Riordan has done a lot of work on the intestinal microbiota, it's called. That's the bugs in the intestine. And they're very important in patients with cirrhosis because they get moved into circulation because the bowel wall becomes more permeable. The immune system in cirrhosis, and this is what Steve Riordan has been studying and his group, is impaired. It doesn't work properly. And he's been identifying the various parts of the system which have been interfered with in some way by the cirrhosis to prevent them properly acting.
The impact of understanding that there is a vital role to be played between the function of the liver, particularly in liver failure, and what is going on in the intestinal tract, the gut flora, for example, has been an important discovery of this unit.
Clinically, we manage patients with the full spectrum of acute and chronic liver disorders, ranging from ambulatory care right through to liver intensive care. Our outpatient clinics are conducted daily, including of an evening, and the evening clinics have been a particularly important initiative, especially for those liver patients that require close monitoring and frequent follow-up, while at the same time trying to maintain gainful employment or pursue university or other studies.
The partnership with the University of New South Wales is critical to the work of the liver unit at Prince of Wales Hospital because it brings together basic science and clinical sciences. We're interested in mechanisms of innate immunity and how the immune system responds to different infections and viruses, and this in turn has major clinical implications for our approach to the management and treatment of patients with chronic liver disease.
Teaching is an important component of the liver unit's activities, and we conduct comprehensive programs at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels.
The types of research done with the university really relate to looking at disease mechanisms. So for example, we're very interested in the innate immune system. This is where an infection, a virus or a bacteria triggers the immune system to respond by releasing a variety of chemicals which in turn induce inflammation in the liver or in the bowel. And we're looking at ways in which we can alter this interaction so that we can actually turn off these inflammatory mechanisms that cause damage to the liver.
In our own careers, we've been touched by mentors who have taught us, inspired us, challenged us to think, and as a consequence made us grow, and it really is a privilege to be able to follow in their footsteps.
The decision to train here at Prince of Wales and the hepatology department here was very easy. The opportunities that this department extends to a trainee are exposure to people that have an influence on you. During my time at this department, without doubt, the influence of Professor Riordan has been remarkable, not only on me, on everyone who's gone through.
Great medical units are built on reputation. The liver unit here was in the enviable situation of meeting all the criteria any young aspiring academic could want, so the talent is going to flow and the unit is going to prosper. The future is limitless, really.
We share in each other's achievements, and any awards or recognition we receive are accepted as part of the group as a whole.
The gastrointestinal and liver unit at Prince of Wales has both a national and international importance, and it's largely due to the ability both clinically and in research matters of its director, Steve Riordan. He's an outstanding person, extraordinarily hardworking, high intellect, and has contributed greatly over the years to liver research. He's an outstanding person.